Artificial intelligence is at the forefront of technological innovation, with companies worldwide racing to develop the most advanced models. Recently, a significant development has emerged: OpenAI's call for a ban on China's AI lab, DeepSeek. Today, we'll explore the reasons behind this bold move, the allegations involved, and the broader implications for the global AI landscape. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI startup, has rapidly gained attention for its advanced AI models. Notably, their R1 model has been lauded for high performance achieved at a relatively low reported training cost of approximately $5.6 million. This efficiency has raised eyebrows in the tech community, leading to both admiration and skepticism. Founded in 2023, DeepSeek positioned itself as a formidable competitor in the AI landscape, aiming to bridge the gap between Western AI advancements and China's burgeoning tech industry. Their R1 model, unveiled in late 2024, showcased capabilities comparable to leading models like OpenAI's GPT series. The model's ability to understand and generate human-like text, coupled with its efficient training process, positioned DeepSeek as a rising star in the AI community. However, the rapid ascent of DeepSeek has not been without controversy. Industry experts have questioned the feasibility of achieving such advanced capabilities at a fraction of the cost typically associated with training large-scale AI models. This skepticism has led to deeper investigations into DeepSeek's methodologies and affiliations. OpenAI has leveled serious accusations against DeepSeek, alleging that the company used OpenAI's proprietary models to train its own AI systems without authorization. This practice, known as distillation, involves using the outputs of a larger, pre-trained model to enhance a smaller model's performance. Such actions, if true, could constitute a breach of intellectual property rights. The distillation process allows a smaller model to learn from the behavior of a larger, more complex model by mimicking its responses to various inputs. While this technique is common in AI research to create efficient models, using it without consent from the original model's creators raises ethical and legal concerns. OpenAI's allegations are backed by internal investigations that reportedly uncovered unusual patterns of API usage linked to entities associated with DeepSeek. These patterns suggest large-scale data extraction, potentially aimed at replicating OpenAI's model behaviors. Such activities, if confirmed, not only violate OpenAI's terms of service, but also highlight vulnerabilities in protecting AI intellectual property. In response to these findings, OpenAI has initiated legal proceedings and is collaborating with international regulatory bodies to address the potential infringement. The outcome of this dispute could set significant precedents for intellectual property rights within the AI industry. Beyond intellectual property issues, OpenAI has raised alarms about potential security risks associated with DeepSeek's AI models. They argue that, being a state-subsidized entity, DeepSeek could be compelled by the Chinese government to manipulate its models in ways that might harm users or compromise data privacy. This concern mirrors past apprehensions regarding other Chinese tech companies and their ties to the government. The potential for state influence over DeepSeek's operations raises questions about data sovereignty and user privacy. Given China's stringent cybersecurity laws, companies operating within its jurisdiction may be required to provide access to data upon government request. This scenario poses significant risks, especially for users and organizations outside China who utilize DeepSeek's services. Moreover, the integration of AI models into critical infrastructure such as healthcare, finance, and defense amplifies the potential consequences of any malicious manipulation. For instance, an AI model subtly altered to favor specific outcomes could lead to biased decisions, financial losses, or compromised national security. These concerns have prompted several governments to reassess their engagement with AI technologies developed under jurisdictions with differing legal and ethical standards. The debate underscores the need for international frameworks to ensure AI development aligns with global security and privacy norms. Adding fuel to the fire, DeepSeek recently faced a significant security lapse. A misconfigured database left sensitive user information, including chat histories and API keys, exposed without any authentication barriers. This breach has intensified concerns about the company's data handling practices and overall security protocols. The exposed database, discovered by cybersecurity firm Wiz, contained over 1 million lines of log streams with highly sensitive information. The lack of authentication measures meant that anyone with internet access could potentially retrieve, modify, or delete data within the database. Such vulnerabilities not only compromise user privacy, but also expose the company's internal operations to malicious actors. In the aftermath of the breach, DeepSeek issued a statement acknowledging the oversight and implemented measures to secure the exposed database. However, the incident has led to increased scrutiny from regulatory bodies and eroded trust among users and partners. This breach serves as a stark reminder of the critical importance of robust cybersecurity practices, especially for companies handling vast amounts of sensitive data. It also highlights the potential risks associated with rapid expansion without corresponding investments in security infrastructure. In response to these escalating concerns, OpenAI has formally urged the US government to consider banning AI models produced by DeepSeek and similar entities. They emphasize the potential risks these models pose to user privacy and national security, drawing parallels to previous actions taken against companies like Huawei. In a detailed 15-page letter addressed to the Office of Science and Technology Policy, OpenAI highlighted the rapid advancements of DeepSeek, particularly their R1 model. Chris Lehane, OpenAI's Vice President of Global Affairs, noted that while America currently maintains a lead in AI, the emergence of DeepSeek indicates that this lead is narrowing. He stressed the importance of proactive measures to secure America's position in the AI sector. OpenAI's proposal outlines several key concerns: data security, the potential for user data to be accessed or manipulated by foreign state actors poses significant risks to individual privacy and organizational confidentiality, intellectual property theft. The unauthorized use of proprietary models undermines innovation and can lead to significant economic losses for companies that invest heavily in research and development. National security, the integration of AI models from entities potentially influenced by foreign governments into critical infrastructure could lead to vulnerabilities and exploitation. OpenAI's stance has found support among various US government entities. The US Navy, for instance, has warned service members against using DeepSeek, citing potential security and ethical concerns. Similarly, Taiwan banned the use of DeepSeek in government agencies in February over security concerns. However, critics argue that such a ban could stifle competition and innovation in the AI industry. They caution against protectionist measures that might hinder the global collaboration essential for technological advancement. The debate underscores the complex balance between safeguarding national interests and promoting a competitive, innovative environment. The tech industry is abuzz with reactions to OpenAI's stance. Some view it as a necessary step to protect intellectual property and maintain ethical standards in AI development. Others argue it could set a precedent for stifling competition under the guise of security concerns. Legal experts note that enforcing such a ban would require substantial evidence and could lead to complex geopolitical ramifications. The allegations against DeepSeek have sparked a wide array of responses from industry stakeholders. Support for OpenAI's position. Many in the tech community emphasize the importance of protecting intellectual property rights. They argue that allowing unauthorized use of proprietary models could discourage investment in research and development, ultimately hindering innovation. This perspective aligns with concerns about maintaining ethical standards in AI development, concerns about anti-competitive behavior. Conversely, some experts caution that OpenAI's call for a ban could be perceived as an attempt to suppress competition. They argue that such actions might set a precedent where established companies leverage security concerns to limit emerging competitors, potentially stifling innovation in the industry. Legal analysts highlight the challenges in enforcing a ban on DeepSeek's models. Burden of proof. Demonstrating that DeepSeek's models were developed using unauthorized methods requires substantial evidence. Given the complexities of AI training processes and the potential for convergent evolution of models, establishing direct infringement can be challenging. International trade implications. Implementing a ban could lead to tensions in international trade relations, particularly between the US and China. Such measures might be perceived as protectionist, potentially triggering retaliatory actions and affecting global collaborations in technology and other sectors. The situation also raises questions about the role of open source models and the boundaries of permissible use in AI development. As the industry grapples with these issues, the need for clear guidelines and robust legal frameworks becomes increasingly evident. As AI continues to permeate various aspects of society, addressing these challenges is no longer optional, it's necessary. The question is, how do we balance innovation with security, competition with regulation, and progress with ethical responsibility? Some experts argue that AI development should be a collaborative effort across nations, rather than a battlefield for technological supremacy. If AI becomes a tool for geopolitical maneuvering, we risk slowing progress and limiting access to these powerful technologies. On the other hand, ensuring AI is developed with ethical constraints and security in mind is paramount. Without oversight, we could see a future where AI is weaponized, either economically, politically, or even in terms of cyber warfare. In the coming years, the industry will have to answer some tough questions. Should AI models be more tightly controlled, with strict regulations on training data and access? Should companies like OpenAI have the power to push for bans on competing technologies, or should market forces dictate the future of AI? And ultimately, what does this mean for the future of artificial intelligence and the digital landscape as a whole? The OpenAI versus DeepSeek controversy is not just about one company accusing another of wrongdoing, it's about the future of AI itself. This case is likely to set precedents for intellectual property rights, national security concerns, and even the ethical frameworks that govern AI development. Whether OpenAI's call for a ban will be successful remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: AI is no longer just a tool, it's a battleground for global influence. What do you think? Should DeepSeek be banned from operating in the US and other Western nations? Or is OpenAI simply trying to stifle competition under the guise of security concerns? Let's discuss in the comments. And if you found this deep dive interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on the ever-changing world of AI and technology. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.